actually, I took photographs upon completion of the major facilities here, the buildings and the roads, and was doing my thing of trying to watch things evolve and grow and change, and didn't really follow up completely. But as we come here and visit the center today, I'm very much aware that what we're experiencing is a vision that continues to evolve and change and to become carried forward with other people, in tune with some of the original ideas as well as adding their own.
Yeah.
And you would hope a vision can accommodate that there's a distinction between a person who initiates the idea and has the energy to get it to take form and to get it off the drawing boards into the ground, and to be directly involved in shaping it for a number of years. But really it is a facility that embraces ideas, and those ideas are really open to different interpretations. And importantly, I think for visions to grow, other people come into the picture, contribute to the vision, shape it, change it, modify it, and always sort of celebrate, I think, the foundation in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because these are not necessarily common.
Right.
This was definitely your father's vision, and an expression of the ideas that he felt were so important to bring to visibility to our culture. And in that regard, he knew what he wanted this facility to become, but then the next step, and I think it was a real arm wrestle with President Hugh LaBounty to convince the president to support the idea of a center here. And I'm not trying to criticize President LaBounty. He was very well aware that this is a state university, an academic institution, and there's protocol and all sorts of requirements in initiating a new major, a new course, let alone a new facility, and associated with that, courses and programs. And it was not occurring within the conventional framework that he was very familiar with.
Yeah.
And my own opinion is, it's still been a challenge to have the center be described by the university as part of its essential character and programs and purpose and charter. It's a special feature, and you have to work harder to get some funding for it, or to have it be recognized as something serious and meaningful.
Yeah.
And so I think Hugh was very well aware of that, and people with visions at the moment say the most important thing is to get it started.
Right.
And this could have failed too, even after it started, but I think the vision was strong. Your father was very instrumental in energizing it. Kyle Brown came in at a certain point in time, and my own impressions is he contributed a lot too.
Yeah.
He brought rigor and credibility and scholarly discipline here, and I think it continues with other folks. It's talking about fundamental truths that will always be part of our conversation about how to live on this planet in positive ways with the resources we've been blessed with, and being challenged to understand all these things and have a way to express how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel this is one of those seeing further visions.
The center.
The center,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And that it has that potential. Would like to say in Bayes' theorem, he never published it, somebody saved it and then brought it to the Royal Society that collects all of these intellectual thoughts and ideas. And it was like 100 years later, somebody reads it,
wow.
it's, oh, what's this, you know, and now these years later, it's the rage. So some visions don't engage right away,
Right,
but they're not going to disappear.
right.
I sort of say, if your dad hadn't initiated this here, it was going to happen somewhere. Maybe not in the same form, but he was connected to ideas and a vision that has far forward thinking and potential impact, and it's going to evolve and grow.
Yeah, so what are the keys to letting it evolve and grow? Like, what are the paths to, like, where does it go from here? Or, I mean, and I realize part of that is, maybe it's just letting all the people come in, but I'm wondering, it just seems like this time being the 25th anniversary, there's this moment of both looking back and looking forward.
Right.
And I think what you're saying is about both of those things.
Right. There are a lot of variables here. It would be wonderful if the center got $100 million
Yeah.
endowment and that you had interest dollars to subsidize the teaching, the research, the scholars who come and live in residency.
Yeah.
You sort of ramp it up.
Yeah.
That's one option.
Yeah.
On the other end, what you find are people who are very passionate about these ideas, both because they've come here and studied and awakened to them, and they're just really bonded, and they really come in and give their all. To, again, faculty and visiting scholars. Some of those folks will really go beyond the call of duty because of what they value in the vision here.
Yeah.
So there are a variety of ways, and myself would vote for the $100 million endowment, you know, to sort of really rev things up a bit and create a nucleus of people that take the vision, expand it this way, expand it that way,
Yeah.
but it's always sort of expanding forward at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what you would hope visions would have.
Right. Support.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And in a state university context, that's really hard to do. In this profession, it's very challenging to do. We're not quite connected with those fields of success or work and visioning where financial gain is
Right.
easier. Not always, never easy, but
Right.
we're certainly not a .com
Right.
corporation, and we're not producing a product that people are demanding. We're producing a product that we're encouraging people to demand.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so we haven't reached that threshold yet.